Welcome to Soulfire TV with tips, tools, and resources for your success as a soulpreneur. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about the important difference between a developer and a designer and why you actually need both in order to bring your website dreams to life. So first, what is a web designer? So a designer is someone who is going to take a look at your brand, the colors, the fonts, the graphics. They're going to make everything pretty. They're going to make it what it looks like, basically. They're going to create a mock-up of what everything should look and feel like, the flow of the pages, all of that. So it's basically all of the elements of your brand that you can see is what a designer is going to create for you. Now, the developer, on the other hand, is going to take what the designer has created as far as how everything looks, and they're going to turn that into a web page. So like the nitty-gritty coding, the pixels, the moving everything around, the making sure everything works properly, the links, all of that stuff is something that a developer does. So as you can see, they're both really, really important in combination in order for your website to come to life. Now, the other cool thing is some people actually have a background in both. So that is so important because you don't want someone to design something that's going to be impossible to translate into the code and nitty-gritty stuff. You know, there are some things that are a lot harder to make into a website than others as far as design. The other thing is if you just have a developer, they're not going to be worried about like the colors and all of that and like your brand necessarily. Like they just want to make sure that the website functions. So it's really key to have both of them married together. And if you have somebody that has a background in both, as they're developing the website, they're also going to be keeping the design in mind. Or as they're designing, they're going to be keeping in mind the functionality of your website. So as you can see, it's really, really important. Now, in my website ignition and revision programs, what's really cool is that I have a team of people who are not only designers but also developers, and I myself understand both sides of the spectrum. As we say, the soul and the systems, it also works as far as design and development. So it's really, really fun, and my clients, I think, really appreciate the fact that they get all in one. Even if they don't really understand the difference between them when they first come in, when they leave, they definitely do. So what do you look for first? I would actually say that you want to look for the branding and design before anything because that is going to be your entire brand. You can already start using some of the colors, the graphics, the fonts in other ways, like in your social media, etc., to get people excited about the functionality of your website. So it's important to first get that design down, and then a lot of good designers have already on retainer or within their team or recommend really good developers as well that they work closely with. So first the design and then the development is how I would recommend that you do that. I would love to hear your thoughts, and if you have any more questions about this topic, I get this question a lot, so that's why I wanted to answer it in Soulfire TV. But if you have any more questions about this, please feel free to come on over to the Soulfire Mastermind. Link is right here below. And you'll find hundreds of other soulpreneurs, and they probably have the same questions as you. So whether or not I answer it in the group or in another Soulfire TV episode, I'm so excited to connect with you and to see your website vision come to life. I'll see you in the next episode.